Do you often feel sad for absolutely no reason? Well, you're not alone. 40 million US individuals and 240 million across the globe experience anxiety every year. While there are a number of treatment options available, looking at the most common causes of anxiety might give you a clue to identify your anxiety trigger. This video is basically going to teach you how to handle anxiety. Anxiety has got a number of different types like panic disorder, general anxiety disorder, obsessive-compulsive disorder, phobia, and post-traumatic disorders. Symptoms of anxiety range from general restlessness to increased heartbeat and excessive sweating. Severity of these symptoms determines the intensity of your anxiety. There is a whole range of problems that might result in anxiety. Let's talk about the most common of these causes. Number 1. High caffeine drinks. While it's true that a moderate quantity of caffeine can be good in stressful situations and actually reduce stress, consuming an excessive amount of caffeine is associated with rise in levels of stress hormones like cortisol. So if you're consuming more than 3 to 5 cups of coffee or any other drink that contains caffeine, you might feel exhausted and stressed throughout the day. Number 2. Overthinking. Overthinking is the most common cause of stress that comes from different sources. It could be a result of comparing yourself with others, taking compliments more seriously, getting jealous of someone's success and fear of failure. Overthinking also occupies your mind and keeps you from doing more important things. If you're also an overthinker, set a target of overcoming this habit every day and try to achieve it with your willpower. Number 3. Incomplete task list. We all know how satisfying it is to complete all our tasks before time. Well, this is true in both cases. According to social surveys, people who couldn't finish their task list on time experienced a lot more stress than those who completed it on time. Biggest thing that stresses you out is that you can't enjoy anything if you've something left on your to-do list. Let's say you want to watch a movie at night, but you've a deadline coming the next morning. Would you be able to enjoy the movie? Obviously not. Same goes for other things that stresses you out. It's human nature. A sense of completeness makes us calm and vice versa. Studies also show that people who don't do their things on time can become less productive over time, as the stress affects our mental health negatively. Number 4. Deprived of natural light. If you're living in a country where there is little or no sun, you're more likely to get stressed. This type of anxiety or stress is called seasonal affective disorder, when a change in season or external environment causes anxiety. This happens due to 2 reasons. Staying indoors or in the dark can stimulate melatonin production. Increased melatonin levels can cause confusion, short-term depression, and laziness. Also, lesser exposure to sunlight can throw off your circadian rhythm and reduce serotonin levels in your body, which is known as the feel-good hormone. Number 5. Misinformation. Recent studies show that keeping more than 4 social media accounts and visiting them for more than 30 minutes a day can make you feel anxious. This might be due to misinformation that causes panic attacks or emotional stress due to your attachment to social media accounts. However, this is different for different individuals. Some reports also show that using social media in your free time can cause dopamine release, which makes you happy and uplifts your mood. Speaking from my experience, you might feel anxious by using social media if you've more important things to do. On the other hand, using social media to spend your free time will definitely make you feel good about it. Also, if you feel helpless to social media addiction, this can also make you anxious. In such situation, you might need a stronger strategy to get over your addiction. Number 6. Not drinking enough water. While drinking 8 to 9 glasses of water every day is recommended, most of us don't reach this threshold and can often be dehydrated even without realizing this. Dehydration can cause fatigue and low blood pressure, which in return makes you feel demotivated and even anxious, especially when you're at your workplace. So if you feel lethargic and depressed during certain times of the day, it's more likely that you're deprived of enough water and you need to replenish your water and electrolytes. Besides this, studies show that drinking lots of water reduces anxiety and tension. Number 7. Getting dependent on alcohol. Drinking alcohol makes us feel good for some time and boosts our mood. But in reality, alcohol is a temporary escape from your troubles. However, when the effect of alcohol goes off, you feel anxious again. In people with mild depression, going for alcohol can be dangerous as you might get addicted to alcohol to get rid of depression every time. Number 8. Messy workplace. Scattered and unorganized things in your workplace can make you really anxious. We know that all of our perception senses respond according to our environment. This means everything around our working place acts as a stimulus. Low or improper light, clutter on your desk, or dust on your books can distract your focus and make you feel anxious. Imagine the anxiety attack when you can't find something in place and you're already in a rush. All these little stresses pile up big in your brain and you can't focus on your work. Number 9. Away from nature. Living in closed and congested spaces for longer periods can also be a cause of anxiety. Over time, living in isolation can make you sociophobic or agoraphobic, where your mind develops an unnecessary fear of people and even nature. While seeing the recently growing idea of ecotherapy and other natural therapies, we can deduce that staying away from nature can make us short-tempered and anxious. There are strong researches which show that getting close to nature reduces blood pressure, lowers cortisol levels, and makes our mind calm and relaxed. Number 10. Lack of physical activity. If you stay inactive, then stress is unavoidable. According to the research estimates, stress is more common in developed and advanced nations due to robustness of life, where people experience mental stress but are not physically active. According to the statistics, 7 out of 10 US adults are depressed and anxiety is interfering in their lives. This has been associated with lowered physical activity, overuse of social media, and eating junk food. When you're physically inactive, you're depriving your body of brain chemicals called endorphins that make us feel good about ourselves and our surroundings. Doing aerobic exercises for even a shorter period of time will improve blood circulation to your brain by jump boosting your metabolism and your heart rate. Deep breathing during aerobic workouts increases utilization of oxygen and hence improves brain functioning. So, to sum it up, it all works in a cycle. All the factors causing stress that we've discussed are also effects of anxiety. For example, when you're alone, you might overuse social media and get anxious about everything. The point here is, anxiety causes stress and stress causes more stress. So if you're at a point where you're doing any of these things, stop yourself immediately from getting further into these habits. Get yourself controlled by you and not your habits. I hope this was a nice piece of information for you. If you enjoyed this, don't hesitate to share your story with us in the comments section. Also, hit the subscribe button to receive our new videos. Stay tuned.